Hi everyone, Sandra here from the Creative Wandering Duo. It's been a little while since I chatted with y'all. Uh, we've had a couple of busy weeks. First of all, uh, we were able to go camping for a little while, and as you can see from previous video, we were at Meewasin Beach at Jumbo Lake in the Makwa Lake Provincial Park, and we spent a week there. And Dave was able to get out in the boat a couple of times. Family came over, and the guys went fishing in the boat, and the girls walked into Exner Lake. And we tried our hand at trout fishing, but we didn't have the right lures, so we didn't catch any. And I think this time of year too, lake trout's kind of hard to catch. But we did see a lot of them jumping, so it was fun. And we had lady time alone. It's good, to go out and just spend time with another woman, just chatting and fellowshipping and just being together. And so that's what we did. And then on the weekend we had more family come. One of our children came and joined us with their family, and so we had a lot of fun with them. And got to go fishing. We saw a first catch being caught. The very first ever in this person's life was caught, and the excitement was so thrilling to see. And I think we've created another person who's really interested in catching another fish. So we had just a lot of fun and a lot of visiting and a lot of laughter, which was really, really good and really needed made for a really nice Father's Day. So, and then the wind came up and on Sunday and swamped our boat. We were planning on coming back on Father's Day Sunday, and kind of swamped the boat. So a neighbor had come over and told us our boat was underwater. So the guys went out and bailed it all out. And then Dave and I had to go down later in the day, and we bailed it out. And he'd burnt out the bilge pump, I guess, earlier in the day. They'd been using it and then forgot about it. And that's not a good thing, to let it run dry. So it burnt out. But we did have a 12-volt water pump that we use to transfer water from our water bag into the camper. And so we used that pump to finish cleaning out the water from the boat. And the wind had died down enough by then that it didn't fill up again that night. So we were able to get it loaded the next morning and hook on and head for home. And then this last week, because we got home Monday, and Thursday I got up early, picked up another lady from town here, and we went into Lloydminster and got on the bus, and with a lot of other quiltery women and went into Edmonton to Quilt Canada. It's our national show, and spent all day walking and talking and looking at all the entries that made it into the show, all the big awards, and beautiful, beautiful, beautiful quilts. And then there were vendors, and lots of vendors. We walked and shopped and viewed until we dropped. It was really, really fun. Yeah, the Lloydminster Log Cabin Guild organized it. A couple of ladies there had organized the bus, and it was so nice not to have to drive and try and find a parking spot close by and all that. It was just so nice. So, and well organized. Can't say enough. It was very well organized. And we got home, it was about 8 o'clock when we pulled into Lloyd. And we left at 7 in the morning, and then we stopped in Vermilion and picked up some more ladies. And yeah, so on the way back, we had to stop and drop off the Vermilion ladies, and then on to Lloyd, and the rest of us made our way home. So it was about 9 o'clock by the time I got home. So yeah, because I had to go and pick up some groceries and fuel up the truck, and then come home. So that takes a little bit of time. But while we were at the show, went to Northcott Fabrics was there. They had a booth, and they had, you signed up for their newsletter, you got to spin their wheel of goodies. And mine landed on scraps, so I got a bundle of scraps. And these are batiks, and they're not bad size for scraps. There's these ones here about not quite the 2-inch, I'd say an 1.75 inch size. There's a couple of them, and then there's some here that 3-inch to 4-inch size, and there's more here. So yeah, that was pretty nice. And then a friend of mine had spun the wheel, and she got a fat quarter. And so she said, I don't care for the colors. I'll probably never use it. So it ended up in my bag. Thank you. I think I will use it, but this is what it is. Quite pretty. I know I had the name of it somewhere here. Just a moment. I'll see if I can find it. Oh, I picked up quite a few business cards, so okay, no, it just says it's from one of their premium cotton fabric collections, one of their latest collections. So I'm not sure exactly what the name of the collection is. But yeah, it's quite pretty, I think. But then I kind of like those colors. And I was looking for some belly pops because I've got a Judy Niemeyer pattern I want to make. I've had it for a while now. And I did come across the belly pops I wanted from Rustic Quilting. She had 2 of them. She went looking for me and gave me a text message that she had belly pops. So, because she wasn't quite sure exactly where they were when I went to pick them up. Rustic Quilting, yes, from Meadow Lake. So then she gave me a text and said she had some. So I'm hoping I got enough. They're called Summer. So that's the belly pops. They're quite pretty. And I think they'll look nice in that quilt. Now, if I could have found the pattern, I could have showed you the pattern too. When I find that pattern, then I'll, you know, I don't know how, but I lost it somewhere. So I got those for that. And then, of course, I had to stop by Wonderfil booth, the Wonderfil Threads booth. Being a resource teacher of theirs, I like to go in and check out what they have, and I always have to go in and say hi to Fiona if she's there. So I picked up the Eleganza. They're the number 8 pearl cotton threads because I want to do some work with. I've picked up some before, and I love that they're the pearl cotton. They're beautiful. But yeah, you can see they are really nice to work with. Excuse me. Got a tickle in my throat all of a sudden. So yeah, I've got to figure out a project now and get to work. Pardon me. And then just as I was leaving, There was another outfit. Here. This outfit. Never done quilting. Do I have their card? I think I do. Never done quilting. Never done quilting out of Bisecker, Alberta. So it's fairly close down to around Red Deer, Calgary area. And just on the way to go sit in the foyer to meet the bus, wait for the bus, when I come across these. And they had them in their 50% off bin, plus another 10% off show special. So I got 70% off on these panels. And so I'm going to be doing some stitching. And it says the sheltering tree. Aren't those just cute? It's called the Sheltering Tree panel, and it's by Robin Kingsley of Bird Brain Designs for Maywood Studio. So there you have it, and I got it in the red as well. So I'll do this in the white version, white threads. I'll do probably a red and white quilt. I won't open this one all the way up, but there you can kind of see it. So I'll have to do that in white threads. This other one probably in red thread, and then yeah. So I've got some hand sewing to do. That'll be nice. Make a little quilt out of it of some kind. But yeah, 7% off, and the regular price was $14, so I paid $6 something for both, or well, it'd be about $12 for both, if that. No, yeah, $1.40. Yeah, about somewhere around the $12 mark, which I thought was a very good deal. Sometimes you got to walk through those booths to find their 50% off bin. And I don't think it's a new, I don't know what year it came out in, but it doesn't matter. It's a sheltering tree panel. So yeah, that'll be fun to do. And then I come home and I'm working on my afternoon delight quilt that I started. It was a block of the month on the quilt show, and a couple of years ago, and I started it. I was doing very well, keeping up with the block of the month, and then I kind of fell behind and never got caught up again until the quilt retreat earlier in spring, in April, and we had our guild quilt retreat. So now I'm back working on this again. I've only got a couple more blocks done, and I'm embroidering, and so I'm going to let you watch how I do my applique, not embroidery, my applique work. How I work with different colors and look at the block and decide how I'm going to do it. So that'll be the rest of the video. Hi, this I'm going to be stitching in the yellow here first, and I've sped this up a little bit. And I do like to use a satin stitch. Now you could use a blanket stitch. And when I get started, because I'm going to start in the yellow, because the green overlaps the yellow, and then the brown circle overlaps the green. And when dealing with the convex and concave curves, cave, remember, is your inner. It's the cave portion of the curve. The convex is the outside, the outie curve, if you want to call it that, the innie and the outie. When you're working on an outie curve, which is the convex convex curve, you want your needle to, when you stop in the on the outside edge of your piece that you're appliquing, and then you can reposition your piece. When you're on a convex curve, you want your needle to stop on the inside on the appliqué fabric, so that it overlaps and you don't notice those stitches and you don't end up with kind of holes in them. Now, like I said, I prefer the satin stitch, and I'm using a rayon thread here. It's a Gutermann thread, and I like it. I also will pick up my bottom thread and hold the top thread and the bobbin thread, and I'll stitch over top of them to anchor those threads instead of pulling them to the back and having to tie them. And it's a slow process. You take your time. I think I had about 15 minutes of video here showing each section, and then I realized that I'm quite a ways away from where you can actually see. I should have had my camera a little closer. So I'm just talking over this video because the audio on somehow or other got lost. And yeah, there I'm explaining showing you that the green will go over top and catch the yellow threads, and then the brown will catch the green stop and start. And I've jumped ahead a bit here. I've got the green stitched, and I'm just finishing off that center piece now. And you just take your time and work your way around. And it does go fairly quickly. And remember to subscribe, share this video with others on social media, and click the bell for notification. And leave a comment. I enjoy those comments. Anyway, I'm going to say bye for now, and remember to stay real. Thank you for joining me, and thanks to all the new subscribers.